as we're coming in, just take this minute to land in your own body, maybe in silence, feeling what you're feeling, chilling out, coming into presence with yourself, and just feel your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. If you can, tune into your heartbeat. Tune into that. Feel what it feels like to be in your body, a living, breathing body of water on planet Earth, right? We have all the elements in us. We are going to exercise in just a minute. I am still setting up the stream, which is already streaming. It should be good now. So if you come and watch this channel at all, please like, subscribe, do all the things that help the channel grow. And let's start with just wherever you are, just turning your head from side to side. So you're orienting yourself, you're locating yourself and in space and within your own body, in the space around you, in your own body, feeling what it feels like to be you. Try not to be too judgmental about the space around you, but take it in as colors, as shapes, as forms, as light and shadow. Just turning from side to side. Oh, I don't want to move my camera. I'm just going to come down to the ground. We're just going to be low today. Turning your head from side to side. This gives your brainstem the information that you're safe. So you can let go of a little bit of tension. You can downregulate a little bit. You can soften and come in. And from there, let's inhale, open up, chest, lungs, and heart. And exhale. Again, feeling the space around you. So I'm just going to do the seated. Inhale, arch and open. Exhale, soften and come down. Inhale, open it up, lift, reach to the heavens. Exhale, come down to earth. Going as deep down as you want to. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, bring it down. Last one. Inhale, arch up. And exhale, bring it down. We're going to come onto all fours. We're going to start a little differently today. So please, camera, be with me. It always wants to go out. So we're going to come onto hands and knees. And from here, you're just going to free flow your spine a little bit. So from your head to your tail, moving your weight, shifting your weight, you can shift forward, you can shift back. If you need more padding under your knees, go get it. Feel what it feels like to have a spine and in this quadruped position, 2 arms and 2 legs. And see if you can free up the movement in your spine a little bit. You can arch, you can curl, you can wag your tail. I was telling my mom that a good thing to think about when you're walking is just a little bit of a tail wag so that your tail and your pelvis and your legs are working together to receive the movement of walking, right? So we're finding that relationship, pelvis to legs, torso to arms, shoulders to arms, head tail connection, just feeling into it in a very free flow, exploratory manner. Yeah, I'm just going to do the walking thing. Like I'll do it from here, but if I walk and I hold this really rigid, I'm not letting my body have the movement, that contralateral patterning. See, now I'm letting my pelvis move, I'm letting my butt move. I could think of swishing my tail a little bit from side to side. Doesn't mean you have to have this huge amount of movement, but you want to have energy moving through your pelvis. Many of us are coming from a fairly rigid Victorian corseted background. I mean, like whatever, however many years ago, 100 years ago, but our families, like our way of being could be very rigid. A little bit more movement, a little bit more flow. You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man, right? A little bit more jive. Jive talking in your movement would be beneficial to free up your spine, avoid getting sort of calcification inside your spine, which turns into spinal stenosis. All right, from here, you're going to curl your toes under, take your butt up to the ceiling, open your feet wide, open your hands wide, circle yourself around from wrist to ankle to wrist. So still in a quadruped here, just pushing backwards with the arms and then coming onto your arms, pushing with the legs. change direction. So I'm warming up my wrists and my ankles a little bit here. My knees are bent. I'm not trying to go for a huge hamstring stretch, but I'm in this quadruped position, mobilizing around. And then just try walking backwards, kind of lumbering in your quadruped, walk it forwards. Ooh, I already got like a little spinal adjustment doing that. So move around. You can try going sideways, going the other sideways. Let your body move in this quadruped. This is one way. Let's say we couldn't stand all the way up, that we could get around. And I'm not rigid in my body. I'm letting my butt move. I'm letting my head-tail connection move. Feeling this mobilization, mobility in quadruped. And then you can release, come down, give your wrists a little break. So you're gonna squeeze your fingers together, pull away with your arms. Fingers squeezing together is holding your hands from falling apart. So the fingers are squeezing together, but there's an active pull outwards. Just maybe move your chest a little from side to side. Move your shoulders, easy spiral, and then palms out, moving, feeling how the arms are connecting in through the lats, through the pecs, lats, pecs. And then take them over your head and you're going to circle. Let your rib cage free up. So as I'm circling, I'm mobilizing my diaphragm, my rib cage, my lungs, circling around, and then change direction, go the other way. Breathing into it. Free flow in your body. Good. And then you can release it, change it so that your uncomfortable finger, your non-dominant hand is in the front. And then the same thing. Doesn't have to be your biggest movement, but working with a range of motion that feels good in your body. Doesn't feel like you're pushing it too hard, feels good. Mobilizing. If this is the first movement of the day, maybe a little smaller and gentler. If you've already been charging around, like me, maybe bigger. Then you're going to take your arms out. Internal rotation, external rotation. Internal rotation, external rotation. You're going to let your shoulder blade move forward and back. So my shoulder blade is moving with my arm. We're finding this connection, your scapula through your arm out to your fingertips. Collarbone is part of that. So kind of closing in, opening up, adding a cat-cow. You could do this seated in any way. I'm just sitting here down here on my knees because I'm going to leave my camera low today. Arch, curl, spiral, curl, open it up. Curl in through your nose, out through your mouth or your nose. Good. And we're going to change it slightly and put on original sound so maybe you can hear my breath. You're going to internally rotate one, externally rotate the other. Jazz class, 1980s, doing the jazz walk. Spiral, spiral. See how much movement is in my shoulders, in my rotator cuff, finding that relationship, this spiraling relationship into your body. Wings of the heart, wings of the lungs, right? And this is like, here's my diaphragm under here. When I move my rib cage around, the whole diaphragm is massaging out my liver. My stomach is getting some movement, my spleen, my pancreas, all of that stuff is moving around in there. We are one whole body. And we don't want to lock it up. We want to have free flow in the body of water that we are, a free flow system that moves easily. Tension blocks flow, tension masks sensation. And if we're not feeling anything, we are not in alignment with our heart, our spirit, our guts, right? We want our mind, our heart, our gut body working together so that we can live a life that is organic, meaning we know what's going on and we can go, oh, that doesn't feel good. I need to say something. I need to do something, or I need to walk away from this, right? Using our own body as the litmus test for what's going on, right? Can I deal with it? Maybe, maybe not. I need to shift things around. Water. I had coffee this morning. First I have water, then I have coffee, then I need to have more water. All right, take it onto your back. Come in for a landing. So we talk about being a body of water. We also have the earth element in our body. We have all the elements in our body. We have the earth element, the density of our bones, our tissue, our material body. And we're just going to let that drop into the earth, grounding our energy, receiving the gravitational pull in our bodies. We can't help it, it's there. And letting that be something we're not struggling against, but we're just in dynamic relationship with. And from there, let's roll from side to side. So rolling onto one side, into the floor, and then onto the other side. Letting yourself really release downward, like nothing to hold, nothing to prove, just letting your body soften and melt, massaging through the back body as we're rolling from side to side. If you can let your head completely relax into the floor. If you can't, you might want to put a pillow there so that you can release it down as much as possible. So you're not holding it up, but you're letting it fall into the floor. The weight of our bones dropping down into the earth. And then coming back into center. And let's just take a heel rock. So you're going to dig your heels into the floor. See if you can relax your muscles, relax your body, relax your nervous system, relax your fascia, and let this wave of movement move up and down through your body, softening your head, your neck, your spine, your pelvis, your rib cage, your lungs. Wave of movement, like a ripple moving up and down. And you might notice that you're like, if you, it might feel like you're moving, but you're not moving very much. See if you can fake it a little bit, fake it till you make it, add of a, more movement in your belly, more movement in your guts, more movement in your ribs. See if you can find that wave and then release and let it go. Just feeling, let yourself be still for a minute. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. We could think of that air element, the breath growing and shrinking. And we're breathing on a cellular level also, right? We're breathing in this lung respiration, but as the oxygen moves through our body, our cells are breathing as well. Cells are taking in oxygen and giving off waste, right? It's not just happening in our lungs. Let's bend the knees and press our pelvis up. And from here, circles with your pelvis, circling around as big or small as feels good in your body. If you're just starting to move, smaller might be better. If you've been charging around, as I said, big might be good. Change direction. What we're trying to do is open up, especially this front of the hip flexors, especially if we've been sitting a lot, and warm up the back, our butt, our hamstring. Feeling how your feet are connecting to the floor. Are you connecting through your toes, the ball of your foot, your heel? Often we have like a tendency to either go to the outer edge of our foot or the inner edge of our foot. So let's come into center, lift up. You're going to flex your foot, lower, and then pop up your heels and lower. Flex, lower, heels, lower. Trying to keep your pelvis lifted. Flex, releve, flex, releve. Also known as tippy toes. Flex, heels up, toes up, heels up. If you need to come down, up, because we've been up for a while. Two more. Flex and push. And last one. Flex and push. And roll it down through your spine. Relaxing into the ground. Letting go. Let your spine really soften. Let that natural lumbar curve return so that we're not just flattening in. But we've got this. Let's just do this for a second. You're going to arch on the inhale, lifting your waist off the floor. And then the exhale, you're going to curl into the floor. Inhale, front of the body opens up, arching. Exhale, we connect the front of the body in, kind of contracting in, back of the body comes to the floor. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Two more. Inhale, arch, inner body getting some movement. Don't think of the outer body doing a whole lot of work, but deep inside. Arch, curl, and relax. And let's just do a knee drop from side to side. Open through the middle. See if you can really release your inner thighs. Just rolling across your foot, opening and closing. Very free flow. No extra tension in your body. So free flow means you're not gripping, holding against it. You're allowing the movement to happen. A more bound flow has more tension. Sometimes we need that bound flow to really aim, right? Like if I'm threading a needle, that's not a free flow activity, that's bound flow. Very mature. All right, let's come in, legs and arms up to the ceiling, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. And from there, happy baby pose, finding some happiness in your baby pose, if possible. Wiggling around, getting some kind of hamstring stretch, or just hanging out there. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I really need to actually stretch my hamstrings. I have been dancing a lot, not with enough warm up or rehearsal, or I don't know, not with enough warm up time. So my body's a little janky. Bundied. That's the Georgina word. My body is bundied. Circle your ankles one way, circle them the other way. Wake up your feet, wake up your toes, go back and forth a few times, and then shake it out again. And we're going to do with one leg and then the other. So one leg and the other. Sort of regular old Pilates leg stretch, but we're going to change it in a minute. So getting that stretch, feel the two legs working away from each other. Okay, we're going to change it. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Circle out. Flex your feet. Bring your head in. 1, 2, 3. Lay down, flex, circle out. Point your toes. 1. Lots to think about. If it's too much, just stick with the first exercise. 3, flex and circle. 1, 2, 3. Open it out. 1, 2, 3. Open it out. 1, 2, 3. Open out. 1, 2, 3. Open. 2 more. 2, 3. Open. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Open it up. Stay in the open position. You can bend your knees if you want. Just roll from side to side, rolling across your back, massaging out the back of your hips maybe and your glutes or the middle back. And then release, fold it in, drop your feet down, internally rotate one leg at a time, spiraling. So feet are wide, internal rotation. This movement, all of this movement that we're doing today is like my recuperation from all the rehearsals I'm having and my warm up for what's going to happen later today and tonight. But if I keep doing these types of movements on a regular basis, my body is ready to do other movements, right? Like if I do go to rehearsal without a huge warm up, I'm not going to get so injured because my body quickly can go into, oh, this is what we're doing, right? Ideally. I don't recommend rehearsing without a lot of warm up, but life happens. We don't have a lot of time to be in there. We're going to exhale, roll it up, inhale up to the ceiling, exhale, roll it down, inhale, stretch it out, exhale, bend your knees, inhale, lengthen, roll it down, stretch it long, bend your knees, inhale, open up, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale. If you can't come all the way up or go all the way down, you can do half of it. You can either just come here and stretch it out, or you can do this part, right? So make it work for you. Breathe. Some people have stuff going on with their spines, and going all the way up and all the way down is really not possible. So if that's you, make it work. Just do the lower half or the upper half of the exercise. This is our last one. and relax. Turn your head from side to side, let it go. And then we've done all the leg circling. Let's do a little bit more mobility. So what you're going to do is take your knees and elbows in towards you. You're going to roll onto one side. Top knee goes back. You're going to come up. We'll do a side stretch. Open it out. The side stretch arm goes under. So the bottom half of your body is under. Top half helps you come down. We circle the arms over our head. We come around to the other side. Top leg goes to the side, behind, side stretch. Open it out. Circle it down. Take both arms up over your head as your legs go from one side to the other. Coming up, side stretch. Open it out. Bottom hand, this hand goes underneath, sliding along the floor to help you find your way down to the floor. Up, side stretch. Open it out. Slide that hand along the floor. Arms go over your head. Coming up. Side stretch. So you can see like what we're training here is the capacity to very easily, or ideally getting easier, come down to the floor and come up with minimal effort. So it's not a big painful experience or effortful experience. We just go, oh yeah, I can just melt right down there, float around to the other side and come up. We're training coordinations in our body to make movement easier, right? What if we learned how to move easier? A lot of times fitness is making you move harder. Work more, make it harder. I'm all for that too, but we also need to learn how to move easier. This is our last one. I'm going to have a little more water and then we're going to come onto a forearm plank. So we're going to be working a little more on this one. It's very core oriented. And what is your core? The deep muscles under here, your whole torso. I don't think there are any very good definitions of it. And remember, all of these definitions, it's a concept that people have put onto our bodies. Really, we're one whole body, and it's pretty much impossible to actually isolate muscles. Most of the time, they're all working together, or many of them are working together. The whole system is working together. Our blood flow is moving through our whole system. Our nervous system is going through our whole system. Our fascia is connecting our entire system. It's the organ of structure, the organ of form. So we want all of that working together. All right, we're coming, however, the core, like you're gonna feel yourself working your abs and your back and your sides if it's all going well. We're going to take it into our forearm plank. You're going to take the bottom arm, bring it towards your elbow. Hold on, I have to think about this. Forget that. You're going to cross the bottom foot. Just open up, bring it back to your forearm plank. Cross the bottom foot, come into the side plank, come down, bring it under. Bottom foot, side plank, elbow to the floor, foot comes in, foot open, bring it down, and come in. Foot open, bring it down, and come in. Foot open, bring it down, come in. Foot open, down, in. Foot. Like you're taking a weird little walk sideways, and then you come back, and then you go the other way. And this is the last one. Pelvis down to the floor, relax down, bend your knees, roll it from side to side. Massage out your quads, relax your butt, wag your tail. Check out whatever's in front of you on the floor. I'm like looking under a radiator. I'm like, it looks like there's something in there. And there probably is a cat toy, but it's really dark. Tops of the feet to the floor. Open your arms out to the side. Upper body lifts, circles with your arms. This work of arching our back is strengthening our backs. Change direction with the arms. Super important as we become more and more screen obsessed culture, where most of the time we're folded forward, to also be arching and opening. Hands next to your chest, come all the way up, and then exhale down. Release. Inhale, push the floor away, arch and open. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, push. Arch if you want to bend your knees, go for it. Take it down. Inhale, push. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, exhale. We're going back down. Just wag your tail, release your back. If you need to child's pose, feel free. If you're okay to stay longer, we're going to do more. Arms out to the sides, flex the heel, flex out through the hands, circles again. Reaching out through the palm of your hand, fingers are spread wide. Change direction. This time we're going to inhale the whole thing up. You're going to float it around. Imagine that you are flying. I like to think of flying in a cloud, like what it looks like in the clouds when you're up there above the clouds in an airplane. And then take your hands next to your chest, arch up. This time take it back to your child's pose. I'm sure in reality, if you did that, you would be freezing and wet and it wouldn't be comfortable. But the imaginal practice of that can be quite lovely. Relax, soften and melt. Shifting your weight from side to side or up and down. Free flow your spine. Free flow your nervous system. Let it be easy in there. Let it be spacious. Spaciousness inside your spinal cord. Inside the bones of your spinal. I don't want to say column, but I'm going to say it. The spinal column. And roll it back. So a lot of times humans have used architectural structures to decide our body. We like to turn living processes into things, but maybe a better metaphor is the river of your spine. Anyway, we're going to take it back onto our backs. Taking it down onto your back. So this is for more hamstring warm up. I'm actually going to use a block. If you don't have a block, but you have a book or something like that, get that. This is maybe potentially more intense. So, I mean, it's actually more intense without the block than with the block. So if you have something that you can put under your foot to elevate one foot, do it. Even if it's a rolled up towel, something that just gives you a little bit of, or a folded up towel, a little bit of height there. If it's not a block, be creative. You got a ton of stuff in your house, no doubt. All right, from here, we're going to inhale. Let's take the arms up and the pelvis up, and then exhale, lower it down. Inhale, pelvis lifting, exhale, fold. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, press through the ceiling, open the front of the hips, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Stay up there. Bring your hands down by your sides. Pulse it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Come down. 16, magic number. 8 times 2. 4 times 4. 1 times 16. Shift your block to the other side. Press it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. Totally forgot about the first part of that. I just got all into my mathematics. My really basic math. Inhale up. Exhale down. If you're feeling frustrated with me, notice your own resistance and your perfectionism. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. I used to have a ballet teacher that would always do what I'm doing right now. Like always give the exercise and then change it mid-exercise or like on the other side. And it drove me crazy. So my fate was to become just like her. Usually the things that make you insane are very close to who you are. Inhale up, exhale down. The next one we're going to go up and stay. And now we're going to pulse for 16. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Take it down. Put the block back to the first side. I'll try and stay connected to the activity of what we're doing and teach with more accuracy. All right, from here, we're going to press up. Take your leg up to the ceiling, and you're going to make outward circles, circling out. Try to get your pelvis so it's directly between your shoulders and your knees. And then you're going to flex your foot and change direction. And then you're going to point your toes, poke a hole through the ceiling, going up 1, 2, 3. We're just going to do 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it down. We're just going to do pointed for 8 and then flex for 8. Right, we're working with these 16s again. Other side. Press it up. Take your leg to the ceiling. 5 or 6 outward circles. Pointed toes. Change direction. I can't remember if I told you to flex on the change. Again, just got too much on my plate right now to be perfect. So enjoy yourself and have fun, and don't worry too much about perfection. Point your toes, poke a hole through the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it down. Okay, that should have really warmed up your hamstrings. If there isn't a ton of blood flowing through that area by now, you might not have done the exercise. Let's come back to our happy baby. And then you're going to roll backwards and forwards, rolling through your spine. Take it into a plow, up onto your feet if you can, or not. If you want to go all the way up, go for it. So it's partly a momentum, but it's also spatial intent to keep going forward in space to get you up. And it's coordination. All right, we're going to come up to sitting, legs out in front. Walk your butt from side to side. Just take a little walk forward. So as this walk is moving you forward, your hamstring inserting up to your sit bone is getting a little massage. Walk back. So that tissue is hydrating. It's moving in diverse ways so that we can do our forward fold. You're going to take it into your forward fold. If you're tight there, bend your knees. You can also kind of bend, slowly bend and straighten one side and then the other, kind of like the walk, giving your body a chance to open up. So for me, because my hamstrings are really open, this isn't much of a stretch. And I need to get a hamstring stretch because I am going to do crazy dancing with big kicks later today. So I'm going to take it back down to the ground and bring one knee into my chest. This bottom leg can be straight or bent. If you're tighter, you probably want to bend it. If you're more open, straighten it. I'm going to extend this leg out and up. I'm going to flex my knee and ankle on the inhale. Exhale, reaching and pointing. Inhale. Most of the work I'm doing in my leg, right? I can let it go. Just giving it a little extra push. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Stretch it out. Inhale. Imagine breathing through the back of the leg. Don't force it. Work with what you got. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to inhale, open, and then exhale, crossing the midline. Inhale, knee toward my shoulder, and exhale, crossing midline with my leg. Inhale, open. I'm pretty much keeping the back of my hips on the floor. So I'm not rolling my pelvis that much here. I'm really moving the femur head in the socket. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Fold it in. spiral. If the twist hurts, don't go too deep. If it feels good, breathe into it. See if you can take this hand and draw it down. This hand could move you more around your ribs to open that up. And then release. Come back into center. Take both feet on the floor. Pick up your butt. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Let your spine realign itself. Bring your other knee in. Optional, straighten up the bottom leg. Up to you. Extend that leg out. Inhale, flex your knee and ankle. Exhale, extend and point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, reach. So again, my leg is doing most of the work. I'm just giving it a little bit extra at the end. Flex, extend, reach it out. Inhale, exhale, inhale. You might be here. Exhale. That's fine. Inhale. Be where you are. Totally fine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathing through your leg, imagining you're breathing through your leg. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross your midline. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again, you might be here. Inhale, exhale, wherever you are. Try to elongate that leg. Last one. Inhale, exhale, fold it in, cross it over. Breathe into it. Breathe into the twist so that you feel on the inhale your whole body lengthening, spacious inner body. On the exhale, just release into the floor even more. Breathe down into your belly. Let the guts move. And then come back into center. Both feet on the floor. Pick up your butt. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Release. I want to do this knee exercise, and then I want to do this upside down push-up thing. So this is what has been helping me with my knees, and that is coming back and then coming up, or taking it on the hinge and then pressing up. You can also do this with your toes curled under, which will stretch the bottom of your feet more. So you can play with that. There's several versions. Work with what works for you. One more. And then this is going to be this upside down push-up. So your hands, the closer they are together, is it the harder they are? I can't remember. The closer they are, I think the harder it is, the more open, the easier. You're making like a diamond shape between your hands, and you're trying to touch your head towards the floor. You're going to walk your butt so that it's over your arm. So you can see my upper arm is pretty straight to the floor. If I'm back here, that's not quite it. I'm trying to get as much weight. I can bend my knees onto my hands as possible, and then head to the floor. So bend your knees if you need to. Head towards the floor. I'm not touching all the way down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And relax. Squeaky Deaky has come into the room. Squeaky. The cat that will never come if you call him. But if I call one of the other cats, he's here. He's like, oh, they're going to get something. I want it too. They all know who they are. They know who each other is. Yeah, it's funny. We're going to do that upside down push-up one more time. If you want to do something different, here he is. He's such a little mush ball, and he's huge. He's got a really long body, a really long tail. He's the brattiest of all the cats. All right, we're going to do it one more time. If you want to do regular push-ups or tricep push-ups, go for it. But these ones, this overhead stuff is great for your shoulders, great for that fascia in your body. So last time we're going to do a set of 10, head toward the floor, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come down. Coming onto your butt. Just a quick one more hip and lower back massage release, just rolling across your butt, one side and then the other. I'm curling my spine here. Yeah, a lot of the dancing I do is in external rotation, and I had pole class yesterday, so just massaging through to release tightness in my lower back and my glutes. If you have sciatica and your nerves are kind of getting locked up, moving down through your fascia, this could be helpful. Could be. Maybe it won't, but I think it's more likely to help than not to help. And then let's take it all the way down to the floor. Just surrender into the floor. We're just going to do some coherent breathing to end it. So the coherent breathing is an inhale for 6 and an exhale for 6. You can feel yourself kind of rising away from the floor and then coming in for a landing in the floor. I will count it. Exhale everything out. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, deeply accepting your body. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deeply loving your body. 2, 3, 4. It is you. Going to be with you for the rest of your life. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're sharing the experience. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to count anymore. Put your hand on your chest, a hand on your belly. Close your eyes. Just come into yourself. One of Mark Walsh, who is sort of a colleague, sort of friend of mine in England, embodiment dude, he says, if you can't be loving to yourself, if you can't be loving to your body, to yourself, be kind to yourself. If you can't be kind to yourself, be civil. But let's aim towards loving. Let's aim towards deep, radical self-acceptance. Letting go, melting, softening, being kind to yourself, being kind to your body, being kind to your experience in the world. Pretty good chance you're doing your best. So that is it for today. Thank you, TV land people. I don't think anyone made it all the way through. So, here we are on our own, surfing the webs, solo, surfing. By surfing, I don't mean I'm checking out what's going on. I mean, I'm